When there's an injustice against you or someone you love or someone you believe in, stand up. Don't sit down on them, if they need you.
Welcome to Popcorn Planet's Pop Culture Justice. I am Andy Signore. I'm sorry again for the late start. I warned you this week and next are a little bit tougher for me, but I still got the stream in. I'm so happy to be here, and we got two amazing guests. Well, one to start, our own Paige Vaughn is here. How are you doing, Paige?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thank you.
So good to see you. Our Vegas partner, Amy, is also on deck. She's going to be here in a minute. I'm so happy to have her as well. But before she's here, how are you doing, Paige? Things good with you?
Oh, things are going great. Just back into work, unfortunately. Missing Vegas a lot, of course, but doing well.
It was a fun time we had. I know a lot of you guys were here, and I'm trying to work together still. The concert and Vegas experience is on my deck. It just may be a little bit longer, so bear with us. But Paige can attest there was a lot of fun had, so I'm glad you got to be there. You got to be front row. Tell everybody the experience of seeing Johnny. Right, we had Marcel ended up having an extra, and we were looking around, and Paige got the one that the what's it called, the contest straw?
I don't know.
Pick straws, whatever it was. We're like, Paige, all right, you get it. You got to be there front row. What was it like?
It was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, not only was it great just to be so close and be there with each of you guys, but being so close to Johnny and also seeing Jeff Beck. It was just absolutely amazing. It was an experience that no one could ever forget. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was wild. You were there.
Thank you again so much.
Yeah,
you guys are
I don't even know how to see, but you were next to me between Kim, and we all got to experience that moment of Johnny pointing.
Right there.
Just remember looking up like, what did
what just happened?
It was quite surreal.
It was.
But anyway, I'm glad you got to have that experience. Thanks for all you've done in the community here. And by the way, I do one other thing before we get to our main story. Today is National Andy Day. So yeah, I'm owning that.
What?
Today is National Andy Day, and I'm going to own the hell out of that. Woo! November 16th, National Andy Day.
Happy National Andy Day.
Oh yeah, I need a crown or something. I'm going to own it. It's National Andy Day. So to all my fellow Andys, I see you. Enjoy your day today. Get some cake. All right, but now that we've had some fun, let's get to the depressing topic. Now, what I love is you don't know anything about this. You've been at work, so we get to get Paige's reaction. I think Amy has read it, so she's up to date. But while we're waiting for Amy to join, patiently, because we're excited to have her too. But as we wait, I'm excited to see Paige's live reaction since she hasn't really seen what this is all about. Maybe you'll disagree. I sense you won't, but here's what happened. So,
okay.
National feminist organizations break their silence on Amber Heard in an open letter of support. The letter denounces the rising misuse of defamation lawsuits to silence people who report DVSA. And look who wrote it. Our friend. Look at that eye roll.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As if she hasn't already lost all credibility. I'm just waiting for the hit piece on me. She's already done Umbrella Guy. Like, she's just so predictable. But here she is again. I don't even want to say her name because it's just not worth it. Could her motives be any more obvious, guys? Anyway, here she is. More than 130 people, including Gloria Steinem, and organizations in the field of women's rights advocacy and DV and SA awareness have all signed. Sorry if it's too loud. I was just adjusting my levels. Have signed a here we go. Have signed an open letter to support Amber Heard, who lost a defamation suit this year brought by her ex-husband Johnny Depp for an op-ed, which she said she was a public figure representing DV. I mean, that's not all she said, Kat, but way to just, not tell us the full truth. The letter, which was exclusively shared with NBC ahead of its public release, so they were all working together. This was a clear PR stunt, not like a news thing that she's reacting to. They gave Kat the lead on it first. Remember that. It was signed by groups like the National Organization for Women, National Women's Law Center, Equality Now, and the Women's March Foundation. It was written by a group of people who identify as DV survivors and supporters of Heard. So who these people are, God knows, Paige, but they're the ones who wrote this and then got all these organizations to sign it. Now, before we read it again, Women's March Actions, Women's March Foundation, Esperanza United, National National, the Asian Feminist, Lift. I don't even know all these organizations, and I hope some people are not harassing by any stretch, but just researching, like, do they know what they just signed and actually agreed to? I'm quite curious. Dawn, Domestic Network for Women, it's all these organizations, which I'm just so I'm so offended and bothered by them all these, there they all are. And then all the doctors and people who have now not anonymously put their names to something they didn't write that some, people wrote. So now let's look at what they wrote. You ready for this page? Experts support Amber Heard, written by anonymous DV survivors who stand with Amber Heard. But now the experts all support it. How this was sold to the experts, God knows, right? But let's continue what they said. An open letter in support of Amber Heard. 5 months ago, the verdict in the defamation trial between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard deeply concerned many professionals in the fields of intimate partner and SV. As many, including A.O. Scott of the New York Times, have noted, the vilification of Miss Heard and ongoing online harassment of her and those who have voiced support for her have been unprecedented in both vitriol and scale. Much of this harassment was fueled by disinformation, misogyny, biphobia, and monetized social media environment where a woman's allegations of DV and SA were mocked for entertainment. The same disinformation and victim-blaming tropes are now being used against others who have alleged the A word. And in our opinion, the Depp versus Heard verdict, verdict, continued discourse around it indicate a fundamental misunderstanding of intimate partner and SV and how survivors respond to it. The damaging consequences of the spread of this misinformation are incalculable. We have grave concerns about the rising misuse of defamation suits to threaten and silence survivors. We condemn the public shaming of Amber Heard and join in support of her. We support the ability of all to report intimate partner and SV free of harassment and intimidation. So, Paige, as someone who just got to see it for the first time, before I've already reacted, what do you think? What do you think of this? You excited to join this organization of open letter of support?
Join it? No, not at all. I think again, we know who wrote it, right? So
we actually don't know. It's anonymous Amber Heard supporters, but yeah.
But it was written by
the article.
Correct. I just think it's a huge PR stunt. Obviously, still it's ridiculous, and I can't believe that they're still trying to do this. Like, did any of these people even watch the whole trial? Like, what? Like, it blows my mind.
Well, we have Amy Goodhart as well. So welcome, Amy. How are you doing? Oh, you're muted. Unmute. Try that again. We have Amy Goodhart here. Hey, Amy. How are you doing?
Hi. Am I unmuted?
There we are. Yes. Now we hear you.
Hi, brother. Hi, Paige.
Hi, love.
Oh, it's making me happy to see your faces. It's I needed this positivity. Oh my goodness, to see you guys. What the hell is going on with this? What is going on?
It's blatant biphobia against Amber Heard, Amy.
Okay.
What?
I'm shocked and disappointed by this article, obviously. I'm a feminist. I identify as a feminist. I believe in equality for women, equality in pay for women, proper treatment for women doing the same things that men are doing. I am anti-violence against women. I have done lots of work in my life that I'm constantly, just promoting women, loving women. And when people, when I see something like this, I'm like, something's not right, Andy. Something's not right. Did they watch the trial?
Mm-mm.
No. I mean, no. I don't. I mean, that's what's so weird, right? It's all these experts of support, but it's, as Kat reveals, it's like it is a marketing plan because she got this alerted and it was written by anonymous Amber supporters who then clearly went out and just got a list of people who probably look, because here's where, let me be honest, and I talked about this and I'm curious your thoughts. Like, I understand this idea of like, let's stop shaming Amber. Like, I know a lot of you don't want to do that and I get it, but like, I don't want to keep shaming her. I want to move the fuck on. Like, I'm so done talking about Amber. And I know a lot of you are annoyed when we still talk about it, but the media is who keeps talking about it. Like, she lost and they've been, punishing Johnny ever since. He now finally won. He's trying to move on. And then they're the ones constantly putting it out there that we're the problem, when it's like, Why are you defending her and saying she's, I mean, when I read this, one, it reads like, she's innocent, guys. She was robbed. Two, believe all women, men lie. Men can't be victims. And we must believe Amber. It's never going to, now all women are going to be abused because Johnny won and he's a monster is really what this read. And for all these organizations who I do believe maybe, there's a part of this that they're agreeing like, look, we support both of them. They declared themselves victims. We as organizations have to be there for anybody who comes forward and says something. I get that, right? Like I get that, quagmire that these organizations not even be in, right? Because they got to be there for both Johnny and Amber if they were to complain and support all victims, right? So for them to come out publicly and do this on behalf of the Amber stands and not even write this, it really bothers me. Because of course we all stand for the same thing and support, but isn't this a complete knock towards male victims and Johnny, who then clearly brought the evidence and won a case, to now say, no, we can't listen to you, Johnny. The fact that Amber didn't win proves she wasn't believed and therefore you're in the wrong. I mean, like, how effed is this?
I mean, the whole article, it's so icky to me. It just feels icky. It feels like, and right up there putting Gloria Steinem's name as if, if Gloria Steinem was an Amber supporter, she would have come forward and said, I support Amber Heard. No, Gloria Steinem fights as the most incredible woman and most incredible, legendary, iconic feminist against violence against women. This is a different story. This is not about women. This is not, Amber does not stand for us. Amber, we're not in the same camp. And Kat Tembarge, who wrote this, like, stand in my shoes. I've met Amber Heard multiple times. She was my neighbor, for crying out loud. It's infuriating, actually. It's upsetting. It just feels like a really icky PR stunt to try to put like them against them, and having her. I don't see her as a feminist fighting for women's rights as I see other feminists fighting for women's rights. I see that she lied in court. I see that she has lied in multiple countries, Andy.
Yep.
And it's this, when you showed this video this morning and I saw the article, it just really infuriates me because we don't stand with her. We stand with truth, Oh.
Yeah, just a page, but like as women there, like I stand with women. I want to believe women. Like I get it. We got to believe someone when they comes forward. But do you see what I'm saying? Like sort of how like offensive this is to not only Johnny but other male victims. Like, don't you think seeing all these organizations come forward and say this, like after everything we just saw, people who experienced what Amber did, her lies, etc. We don't have to keep repeating ourselves on it. How is this not a slap to male victims?
I mean, it is. And the thing is that, like Amy was saying, like as feminists, you stand for equality, and equality is also being held accountable if you did something wrong. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean that you are automatically telling the truth about everything. There was a trial where she was proven guilty. Like what she was saying was incorrect and didn't happen. Like she was the one who proved that she actually was the abuser. And for people to just blindly believe, because she's a woman, I don't like that. That's just not how it works.
And for the viewers too, just like, and Paige, what you were saying, but was biphobia ever like apparent in the court?
What the hell is that? Like, where did that
never
even come from?
Never.
Like, I don't understand how that's relevant.
It's
whatsoever. It's not.
It's not. And it's just like, let's throw everything into this right now. And when it says like monetized social media environment, when they say the monetized social media environment, that upsets
That's me.
because these are people that are like making money off of the trash. Right.
That's there. Well, she's calling me out. I mean, but that's
Yeah,
so funny
no, I
because
know, but
when they do this, like, sorry, but I was like, when you click the New York Times, I just love it. Oh yeah, look what I gotta buy. I gotta buy the links to Smashing Johnny too. Like this idea that Kat doesn't have ads on here. I have ad blocker, but is absurd to me. How are they not monetizing this too, Amy? Is what I'm trying to get at.
They are.
That's how they make money.
She has a job with NBC. Like she has a salary. She is getting paid to write these things that are completely biased. That's not journalism. It frustrates me so much because it's like all this stuff gets out there and I don't know. It's it got me in a roar. Got me in a roar this morning, Andy.
No, me too. I literally roared at the end of my video because I was like, I thought we were moving on to other things. Like I thought she was moving on, and to me, this idea that she or her PR team weren't involved in this is what also offends me. This idea that Kat thinks we're stupid, that clearly she orchestrated this. She got it. She's involved because she even admits we got it before its release. This was all a PR stunt to try to help Amber once again lie and misinform everybody. And then she has the gall to try to paint it again like she was wronged in her loss. Like, how dare she go against the jury in this? It's absurd. Because one
or
lord
the evidence.
of
the
Britain,
jury, yes, go against the jury, but go against the evidence.
She's literally and she's literally like entrusting one male lord in Britain who like ruled over with his wig and ignored everything because that man blocked it up. Well, now that's the truth. But then all these jurors, including men and women, no, they were all distracted because of social media, even though they keep saying, well, there's so much evidence. It's all over the place. Like what? If there's so much evidence, how did you lose?
Right. Where?
Where's the evidence?
It's so icky and yucky, and it makes me feel really sad for people who maybe are, just jump on the bandwagon, I guess, if they didn't watch the trial and they're like, well, okay, Women's March, yeah, that's me. Feminist, yeah, that's me. Okay, Amber, okay, well, yeah, that's me. Like people need to do the research that we did, watch the trial that we did, see the evidence, see all of this. She made stuff up. I don't hate Amber Heard. I don't hate any woman. I don't hate people, and it's just this article today. Oof, it just really rubs me the wrong way. And it just feels like this PR trash stunt. And and why do they have to keep going after you, you saying you, Andy, but well,
they are, they was just going to say, they hate us so much. Like literally now they're on me like, like, rah! And it's like so obvious what their intentions are. And right after meeting Johnny and everything else, there was literally Andy's one down, Laura B's next. Like these people are sickening. Like they will resort to anything. They will do criminal acts to try to it's shocking. But no, Kat's saying that these anonymous people who are literally trying to destroy people's lives, and as we all are trying to move on, no, they're the ones we should be believing. It's I can't even begin. I have so much more to say. I can't talk about it now, but stay tuned. But I appreciate everyone's support out there because I'm not engaging in any oxygen for all these freaking Amber stands. But it's amazing how desperate they're getting. But not just me. Obviously, you're implying like the media and YouTube. They are so threatened by us when it's like, do you know how much money NBC's making? Like, give me a break, girl. You don't get to play like you're doing this for charity. Like,
she's not doing this for free. She is getting paid. And I just feel like it's a lot of trickery. It feels like trickery. It feels like hey, look at this sparkly thing over here. Like, just look at the headline. Don't read the article, And so much of the trial was about that too. It's like looking at TikToks and looking at all of this stuff, but not looking at the actual trial. And it's like, watch the trial, watch the evidence, like look into the truth. I just, yeah. As a
They
feminist,
don't care about the truth
myself, and I'm anti things that are, harmful to women, violence against women, mistreating women, all of that. Like, I am anti that. I stand up for women. But seeing this, it's like, oh, let's group everything together and put all these big names, and put Gloria's name in there and put all the Women's March and all of that we all support Amber now. People are going to read this quickly and be like, oh, wait, let's rethink it. Was she, really abused by that? Well, was she? No, because we watched the trial and we saw the evidence and I'm growling again.
To echo that, it's like, again, I'm more annoyed that these organizations said anything. Like, if these organizations hadn't backed Johnny, I wouldn't have been mad at them, right? Because they want to stand for the victim. But the fact that they now, and I wonder if they really even understood what they've just signed. Like, the fact that they did this or were swayed into doing this by these Amber stans, it just floors me. And I again, I don't want to harass them, but I am just very curious. Like, I almost want to reach out to be like, so did you guys really approve of what this is? Are you saying Johnny Depp was not abused? Was he not a victim? Like, I'd love some clarity, totally, respectfully, professionally, to understand how many of these people that Kat is vouching for really believe in what these anonymous fans wrote. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because I feel like there's probably a lot of sway in how this was pitched over the phone or whatever. And like, hey, Amber's being harassed. And honestly, people need to stop harassing Amber. Like, the story, she lost, it's over. We need to move on. Like, I'm not doing videos about her unless
no one should harass her. Absolutely.
Something comes forward and we gotta, yeah, exactly. Unless we're out here again, pointing out the misdirect that they're trying to do, which is all I'm doing. I'm not here to bash her more. I'm with you. I don't hate anybody. But I'm not going to sit here and let her try to repaint history. Like, no, not on my watch. That's what this is. And the fact that it's like she keeps trying to do these steps out there to change history, which, like you said, Amy, it's going to work because people are just going to literally see, oh, Gloria Steinem and 130 other female. Wow, I guess maybe I didn't watch the trial. Maybe Johnny was more crazy than I thought. And that's all this is. That's all they had to do, instill some doubt. And that's all these people ever do. It's frightening. Paige, going back to you, any more thoughts or things you want to add on this?
It just seems to be like she can't give it up. Like, she can't give it up, and people just can't accept it and move on. Like, she was proven wrong. Like, why are we still going about it? Why are people still bringing her up? Why is she still trying to prove that she's okay? Like, she's not wrong, that she's actually the victim. Just give it up. Like, she said, like, so Johnny's moved on, obviously, right? He's having an amazing time. He's living his best life. And
I can confirm that. Yep.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Exactly. But
we all saw him living his best life.
Great kisses too. Yeah.
but she can't, and her people can't, and these people just can't accept it. Just accept it and move on. Just they should use their platforms for better things, especially if they want to call themselves journalists when they don't even do the research. And again, anybody who would have actually watched the whole trial literally would know that. I mean, come on. Obviously, these people never watched it.
And I want to say something too, like what had me kind of riled up reading this today was the fact that I had to read this today because all of these feminist organizations, and if Amber Heard would like to, associate herself as a feminist, what are they doing for women in Iran right now? Who's speaking up? Who's getting loud? who's defending the women right now? And you know what I'm talking about, what's happening right now in Iran with the protests and the female prisoners. I cried about it, actually. I cried this morning. Who's speaking up about that? We don't need to be speaking up with Amber Heard right now. We need to be speaking up about real issues with real women that need help. As feminists, that's what we need to do. And men can be feminists and women are feminists. And you're not a man hater.
Exactly.
And you're not associated with Amber Heard. If you say that you're a feminist, I'm a proud feminist. But there is so much shit going on right now politically. And there is so much stuff going on in the world right now, which is horrific. That brought me to tears.
Right.
So to compare that with this lady, with her right now, for a trial that she lost because of evidence, like that, that really, it gets me. It gets me. Put your voices somewhere. Our voices do not need to all be together on a letter right now to defend someone who was abusive, to defend someone who was proven defamatory. We need to put our voices somewhere that are going to help women in places that need voices, that need help, that need support from everyone, not just other women. And that's, you know, and when I see that, but the biphobia thing and trying to make this an LGBT thing, no, I do not accept that.
Yeah, it's like feels so tacked on and offensive. Like that was never an issue. And she's trying to make it an issue because she's trying to use any shield she can. I invited Brandon, and thank you, Brandon. He put together actually an interesting document, and then maybe he can explain this a bit. But he went through, and thank you because he's helped up in our headline team. He's helped go through to sort of show all the core issues of all these organizations because I'm unfamiliar with some of them. But yeah, Brandon, if you want to call in and give us a quick rundown, we will do that as well as the rest on the full show. But here's where I clip it. If you want to see the full show, hit that join. In fact, if you're watching live, what are you waiting for? Hit that join button, pick a tier, and become a member and support Popcorn Planet.